Alright, so this is the Marconi BH-30 amplifier. It's rated at 1400 watts continuous duty. And I'm just going to open it up just to show you what's inside. Oh yeah. That's the power supply. Actually, this is the primary and secondary windings where the AC comes in and gets up to 3000 volts. This here is the rectifier producing the 3000 volts DC, which then goes through an inductor to filter, and then it goes to a capacitor coming off that red lead, and then it goes up to the rest of the equipment, which would be the two 3-500Z tubes. And this is the bottom of the chassis with a blower. Actually, this is just a squirrel fan, and that's the blower, which then forces air up through the tubes and through the top of the amplifier. I'll show you. This is where the relay board would be that controls the tune and load capacitors, which mesh back and forth. And then there's a couple programming boards, one programming board, one ALC board, and missing are two boards that control the tune and the load capacitors. These would be the motor drive relay boards that controls the tuning positions of the capacitors. I'm going to just close this quickly there, and I'm going to turn it on. So now we have the squirrel fan and the blower running, and you can see one light that's on. I want to show you one kind of neat thing. It's full of interlocks. If I open this up, notice how this switch here will actually open like a fuse. Watch. There, look at that. It just went down and shut down everything. And there's the interlock for this. And on the top, the covers have interlocks. If I go and open up the cover on the top, it'll do the same thing. Oh, there we are. I'll put it back on. And I'll put the voltage on. And now we have the operate light is on. And you can see the meter reading. I'm operating this with 115 volts. And it's putting out just under 3000 volts. I guess it's right around 2700 volts right now. And I've had this here for 5 days, 6 days now. So what I did so far is I went through all the wiring at the primary, or the big transformer, made sure all the jumpers were proper, replaced a couple jumpers, redid some connections just to make it firmer, and screwed down everything tightly. And the next stage now is for me to validate that everything is wired properly up in this area. The tubes are not in it right now, and you can't really see, but what I'm going to do next is just make sure that everything where the tubes go are all wired properly, everything's fine, everything's looking good. And I'm going to pop the tubes in and see if I can measure some current here on the plate and everything. I also have the CH-25 radio that goes along with it, and the cable. So I need to hook that up and just see how that works. And I got the manual here too, so got a bit of work ahead of me, but this will be my project for the summer. Talk to you guys later.